Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Health Well. Did you know that vitamin B12 helps in the making of your DNA? For this reason and many others, we must make sure that we have an optimal intake of vitamin B12. It is impossible to produce the water-soluble vitamin B12 in our bodies. This means that we must get it from supplements or by eating foods that contain it. Unfortunately, the body cannot store this vitamin for a long amount of time, so you must remember to regularly take supplements or eat foods that contain vitamin B12. Otherwise, this can lead to a deficiency. It can take people a long time to discover that they are deficient in vitamin B12, as sometimes the symptoms can take a long time to become clear. Therefore, it is even more important that we understand what the symptoms are and have knowledge of what this vitamin does in our body. We're now going to discuss the signs of vitamin B12 deficiency and what they can mean for your health. Here are 11 signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. Number 1. Fatigue. It is common to become tired and weak when you are deficient in vitamin B12. This usually happens because there is not enough vitamin B12 to help you with the production of red blood cells. These cells carry oxygen through your body, so without effective red blood cells, your body won't be getting enough oxygen, and this will make you feel fatigued and like you have no energy. Pernicious anemia can cause elderly people to develop B12 deficiency. If someone has pernicious anemia, it is likely that they will feel very tired and weak. This type of anemia occurs when the body does not produce enough of a protein called intrinsic factor. If you don't have enough intrinsic factor, then this can lead to a vitamin B12 deficiency, as the vitamin and the protein usually bind together to get absorbed into the blood. Number 2. Pale or yellow skin. You may notice that you have jaundiced skin if you are deficient in vitamin B12. Jaundice is when your skin and the whites of your eyes appear slightly yellow. Jaundice and pale skin occur with this deficiency because it decreases a person's production of red blood cells. Vitamin B12 creates the DNA needed for red blood cells. Without this DNA, the cells won't be complete, and they will be unable to divide. This can cause red blood cells in the bone marrow to become large and more delicate. This happens as part of megaloblastic anemia. Because these red blood cells are so large, they cannot get into the circulation. And without as many red blood cells traveling around your body, your skin can appear paler than usual. The yellow skin and eyes are caused by a large amount of bilirubin in the body. When red blood cells become fragile, they are more likely to break down, and when this happens, they release an excess of bilirubin. Number 3. Constipation. Constipation may be another sign you are deficient in vitamin B12. This could occur because the muscle tissue in your digestive tract has become paralyzed due to low levels of vitamin B12. This means your digestive system can't work as well as it usually would. Because of this, you may notice that you don't have the appetite you used to have, or you have lost weight. The impact could also lead you to experience diarrhea and make you feel quite gassy. Number 4. Pins and needles. A feeling of pins and needles in your body might be a sign of nerve damage from vitamin B12 deficiency. A fatty substance called myelin usually surrounds and protects your nerves. But if you're low on B12, then myelin is produced differently, and it can no longer offer the same protection to nerves, meaning your nervous system won't be able to function as effectively as it did. So if you notice a pins and needles sensation, this could be down to a deficiency in vitamin B12. Alternatively, it could be due to another condition, as pins and needles can be caused for a variety of reasons. Number 5. Dizzy and breathless. You may experience breathlessness and dizziness if you're deficient in vitamin B12. The deficiency will lead to a reduction in the number of red blood cells being produced, and this will then result in a lack of oxygen getting to cells in the body. Becoming out of breath and feeling dizzy are common symptoms that most people experience from time to time, and they can be caused by many different conditions or illnesses. So if you notice these signs in yourself and they are ongoing, then it is best to get yourself checked out with a doctor so they can determine the cause of this. Number 6. Mood changes. It is quite common to experience mood swings with vitamin B12 deficiency. It has even been suggested that low vitamin B12 levels could be linked to depression and dementia. It is believed that low B12 levels lead to high levels of homocysteine, and this could damage brain tissue and affect the signals to and from the brain, which could then lead to changes in mood. Taking B12 supplements may improve this, but there are other causes for conditions like dementia and depression, so these vitamins won't necessarily have any effect on them. Number 7. Vision problems. Vitamin B12 deficiency can cause you to have problems with your vision. This is a sign that will occur quite late on in the deficiency, when the nervous system becomes damaged. Damage to the nervous system can affect the optic nerve and disrupt nerve signals going from the eyes to the brain, which causes impaired vision and blurriness. If you can start taking vitamin B12 supplements as soon as possible after diagnosis, then you can actually reverse this issue. Number 8. High temperature. Very occasionally, people may experience a high temperature with vitamin B12 deficiency. It is not known exactly why this occurs, but it is thought that taking B12 supplements will bring the temperature down. If you do have a temperature, this could also be a sign of an infection or illness, so it is best to seek medical advice with this symptom so you can work out what exactly is causing it. Number 9. Mouth ulcers and glossitis. It has been found that mouth ulcers and glossitis are early signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. Glossitis is when your tongue becomes inflamed and can change shape and color. This can be quite painful and sore. You might also notice that your tongue appears smoother as the bumps on your tongue may disappear. Mouth ulcers can also occur, along with a burning sensation in your mouth or a pins and needles sensation. If your mouth is sore, this is almost impossible to not notice, so this is quite a clear sign to look out for. Number 10. Feeling colder than usual. If you are feeling colder more often than you normally would, this might be a sign that you don't have enough red blood cells to move oxygen around your body, and this could be due to a deficiency in vitamin B12. You might notice that your hands and feet are particularly cold, as it takes longer to get oxygen to these parts of your body. Number 11. Heart palpitations. Experiencing heart palpitations can feel extremely uncomfortable, and if you're experiencing this regularly, you should seek medical help to work out what is causing it. If you experience heart palpitations, you will feel your heart is pounding irregularly, and you could even be able to feel this in your neck and throat. These heart palpitations can be a sign of anemia caused by low vitamin B12 levels. Who is at risk of vitamin B12 deficiency? There are groups of people that are more at risk of vitamin B12 deficiency than others. These people include the elderly, people with diabetes who take the drug metformin, people who take long-term antacids for heartburn, and people who have had the part of their bowel removed that absorbs B12. Vegans are also at risk of developing a deficiency in vitamin B12. This is because a lot of B12 comes from animal-derived products, so people who follow a vegan diet may not be getting enough vitamin B12 into their bodies and could be more at risk of deficiency compared to people who eat animal products. What foods can you get vitamin B12 from? As well as taking B12 supplements, there are also certain foods you can eat that will improve your vitamin B12 levels. B12 is usually found in animal products like eggs, poultry, fish, and other meat. This can be problematic for vegans as they do not eat animal products. But there are vegan-friendly foods that can also provide vitamin B12. For example, fortified cereals and fortified non-dairy milk. There are also vitamin B12 supplements that you can take, but if you think you may be suffering from a vitamin deficiency, it is recommended that you visit a doctor to get this checked first. There are lots of signs to look out for with vitamin B12 deficiency. The signs we have discussed can all be caused by a deficiency in vitamin B12, but they can also be caused by various other conditions and illnesses. So if you are experiencing these symptoms, it does not necessarily mean you have a vitamin deficiency. If you have realized that you are experiencing any of the signs we have talked about today, then you should have a medical consultation so that you can receive a reliable diagnosis and get effective treatment. By eating a healthy, balanced diet, you can lower your risk of developing a vitamin deficiency. Also, it is important to keep all your vitamin levels in check so you can live a healthy and fulfilling life. Have you experienced a vitamin B12 deficiency? Are there any additional signs that you noticed? Share your answers and thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe and turn on the notifications so you will not miss out on any of our videos on health, wellness, and much more. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.